You want shirts? I got shirts.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and this video is about Galahad, since we've had a nice event for him on mobile, and where I place him in my overall tier list of heroes. Now, some of you may know my tier list, some of you may not. That's okay. There's several videos that I've put out, several live streams, I should say, putting out discussing each and every hero at length with the community, and while it may be hard to watch as they're over an hour long each, I will be putting together a succinct tier list video that you can kind of take a look at and argue with me, debate with me, whatever about. If it's not already out, it will be out soon. Now, with all that being said, I do want to say that this is my opinion. This is subjective. This is my preference, and yours might vary. Okay, so how I feel about Galahad may not be the same as how you feel about Galahad. And you know what? That's okay. It's just a game. If Galahad is your favorite hero, as you do start with him and a lot of people grow attached to him very quickly, then I want you to build a team around him. It's that simple. Play the game how you want to play. He is a strong hero, not one that you would be wasting resources on. So let's get that out of the way. Now let's talk about where I've placed him specifically. So I personally have 5 tiers. I have tiers. I have one tier that I would put every hero in every team, or that I would build a team around that particular hero. I have a hero tier that you can build a team around, but you wouldn't put them into every team. Okay, important distinction there. And then on the other side of that, I have hero tier that you would put in as a support or against certain team. Think counter heroes. Maybe they provide a benefit or utility to every team, but I wouldn't build a team around them. Those are weaker heroes that you wouldn't necessarily build a team around. And then finally, we have those heroes that I would not recommend to any new player. I wouldn't recommend spending resources on, either because they're too weak, they're bugged, or they just require too much paired with them in order for them to be effective. So where do I feel about Galahad? Well, let's talk about his skills and stats and everything first. So he has 4 skills. If you take a look here, we have Iron Skies, Unstoppable Charge, Retaliation, and Haroon's Pride. You'll notice that none of these actually provide any benefit to his team. They all provide damage to the opposing team and benefit to Galahad himself. Nothing wrong with that. However, as a tank, and this guy is a tank, see, roll, tank, wouldn't you like to have at least one skill that provides some kind of damage resistance, damage mitigation to those heroes behind him? I know I would. That's a little foreshadowing there. He's got 4 skins, which adds a lot to his overall power. And indeed, once you unlock and level up all 4 of these skins, Galahad is very tough. Strength adding to health, and of course physical attack, plus physical attack with the angel skin, which I think is probably the cleanest and coolest looking. Again, personal opinion. I love the blue and gold sword. You have the champion skin, which is health, and then finally you have his romantic skin, which is plus armor. And he does have a little bit of magic defense with a glyph, as well as his artifacts. Right? Speaking of glyphs, physical attack, armor, health, magic defense, and strength. Very strong, very tanky glyphs to have for a hero. And then let's talk about the artifacts. We have physical attack, armor, magic defense, and of course a strength ring, since this is a strength hero. So let's talk about this a little bit more in depth. As a tank, his artifact does not provide a team buff to damage resistance anywhere. Not with his artifact, not with his skills, just by the simple fact that he is in front and he is hard to kill because he is so healthy, he's so tough. That's the only thing he provides to his team, right? He does have decent armor and decent health. He's got a little lower magic defense, and that's the key to him. However, he is completely shut down by a Jorgen. Completely shut down. His main survivability, aside from all of that armor, all that health, and all that magic defense, is his vampirism ability, and I believe he has 45% at the end game, at the level cap. However, without his Iron Skies and Haroon's Pride popping off, there is little to no regen from his vampirism. So Jorgen is a great hero to shut Galahad down pretty quickly, and Jorgen is seen in a lot of teams. teams. So the question that I get asked, and the reason for this video, aside from my wanting to do tier list videos for every single hero, is people ask me, new players ask me all the time, which tank should I level? Do I get Galahad, who I started the game with, and you can get his stones super easy? Do I go with Astaroth, who also you get basically day one, and you can pretty well get his stones very quickly? Or do you level up Aurora, which I'm not even sure where my Aurora is. I've invested so little into her. Here she is. Do I get Aurora instead? Which tank should I level up? Well, objectively, and I say this with great importance, objectively, that means factually, without dispute, Aurora and Astaroth provide more damage resistance to your team than Galahad does. Aurora doesn't offer much, but she does offer a dodge artifact weapon. So she adds dodge to your whole team, and they can dodge physical attacks. She doesn't really provide much else. Her skills, you know what, I'm not even going to talk about this. Astaroth provides a ton of damage mitigation for your team. Galahad provides basically none. He does block basic attacks as being a frontline hero. So where do I place Galahad in my unique tier list? Well, I place him as a hero that you would want to build a team around, but you would not necessarily sub him into every team. Does he fit in a lot of teams? Yes. The quantity of teams that he fits in is very high, and you will see him on a lot of high-end arena and grand arena teams, especially on defense. However, there are better tanks in a lot of teams. And I think that Galahad is a very strong tank in the right teams, and I think that he excels in the second position behind a Ziri or a Luther, maybe even an Astaroth. Galahad is also very strong in fast attack teams that you want to quickly eliminate the enemy before they have time to ramp up or eliminate you, like a fast-hitting Kira team or maybe a fast-hitting Orion team. And because of this, I think that you need to build a team around him in order to get the most benefit out of him, and that is why I put him in my quote-unquote stop sign tier of heroes. You can build a team around him, but he doesn't fit into every team. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not a top-tier hero. This doesn't mean that he's a bottom-tier hero. This just means that I would not sub him into every team in place of my Astaroth or my Luther or my Cleaver or my Ziri. Those particular tanks fit those teams better, right? So with all that being said, how would I say that wasting resources on Galahad would be a mistake? No, not at all. Level up Galahad if you like him better than the other. Of course, if aesthetically you like him a lot, then build the team how you want to play. Play this game how you want to play. And that's it. It's that simple. You can debate me all day long, but if he's your favorite hero, then level him up. If he's not, then I would not recommend leveling him up. That's just how it is. So this has been a great tier list video. I'm going to refine this this style of video series as I go. And while this one is posted here on my YouTube page, some of my tier list videos for heroes, the individual hero focused tier list videos, will be posted only on my Patreon. So if you want to see every single discussion on why I ranked that hero, then go ahead and join my Patreon. Link is in the description. It's the lowest tier of Patreon, only $1. Very low barrier to entry, so check that out if you want. If not, no big deal. Happy to chat with you on the Discord or on Facebook or anywhere else. So on screen now, I have a anti-Galahad video showing you how, using the power of Jorgen, I was able to shut down Galahad teams over 100,000 power higher than my team. So check that out if you've got some time. And if you do join me in there, I can't wait to chat with you there. If you don't join me there, that's fine. Maybe give me a like on this video. It only takes 2 seconds, but I love you all, and good luck in Dominion.